Hello traders, welcome to today's Bitcoin 5-minute update. So starting here on the daily time frame, and we have had a really strong daily candle to end the day yesterday. You can see we put in that wick to the downside that took out the previous month low before closing and engulfing over a week's worth of price action there on the close yesterday. Now we have since seen this retrace slightly this morning. We are now that 50 EMA, really still quite interesting. Okay, this has been the first close that we've had above there. And this morning coming in to back test where that currently is. So I am looking at this as quite an important just moving level that we can be using as a general indicator for the strength of the market. I don't use this often, but if we add on our little crazy indicators here, we do have the potential for a MACD crossover for any of you who like that as well, which could lead a little bit of bullish momentum back to the upside. We'll have to wait and see. Moving down onto the 4-hour, once again, somehow these 50 EMAs being really nice. Okay, you can see that continued push down. It tried to break once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, finally dropped, taking out the previous month low. A failed auction there down at the bottom yesterday afternoon before getting a very quick reversal into this 4-hour OB that we have been looking at. So this is something that we mentioned last week about this being the main resistance on the chart. We had our single prints up there. We had this 4-hour OB, we had a POC up there as well. Since then, once again, like getting that retrace back down to test these moving averages. If we go down onto our 1 hour, we will take these off and we'll start to look at the proper stuff that we have from here. And in fact, I'm going to move over onto our TPO, because this is a little bit clearer. Okay, we can see that the move up that we had yesterday coming back in, filling some more imbalances to the low, putting in a good buying tail for the day before getting a quick reversal. We had a momentary pause here as we hit into that previous day point of control, the anchored VWAP from last week. Okay, so if we're looking at that VWAP from last week, coming into that, managing to flip that into some support before getting a move up. And you can see here these single prints that were formed on the initial move down last week, a perfect like test into those before getting an immediate rejection. So not only do we have that strong buying tail on the day yesterday, we now have put in a pretty decent high on the day today. So I would expect a little bit more consolidation. This VWAP once again could come into play a little bit later on. Now, what I would really like to see now is a period of consolidation. Okay, I do think that this monthly level is quite important, just using as a general SR level. We also need to be aware of, if we take this off, clean that up a little bit, go over onto the 4-hour here. This is the old range lows that we're now looking at. Sorry, they're just down there. So we've just got this little bit of a, well, these 3 lows over here, looking at this as acting as good support. If we're going to look at our NPOCs, so there are now, we're left with like 2 NPOCs that have both are like either extreme of the range, and these line up quite well with our fibs. So if we just draw from our low to the high we've put in today, the 786 comes down to the MPOC from yesterday, and once again that would be filling in all of the single prints that were made on the move up. And the one to the upside, of course, is repairing in all of these imbalances that we had on the whole move down. So very much, yes, we have had a decent reaction from yesterday, but this is the level that we were looking at as resistance, being the main resistance in the chart. If we can flip that again, come back above 29,800, continue on up to these highs, then I do think that a move up towards that 31,200 is very likely. However, there is also a quite strong possibility that this just being a short squeeze, which is how it looks at the moment, could lead us just to kind of grinding back down, floating back down towards that 28,900 MPOC down there. And then we'd have to look at things again and see what kind of support price can find. That would be quite nice. Okay, we did have the SFPF for those lows. If we are to get this move down, the confluence is there. Usually on this occasion, you would either look for a very shallow retrace into the 382. We're just slightly beyond that now, so this is okay at this stage. Remember, we have just been back testing. We have just been back testing those single prints from this morning. Where is my damn drawing tools on on TradingView, coming into this POC here, testing those moving averages. If we can float up back up, that would be great. If we do start to lose this level and we have more than a 50% retrace, I would probably then expect price to move down towards that 28,900, 28,800 level, and to see if it can find some support once again back there. I am going to wrap it up because that is 5 minutes long, but please do give this a like, comment below if you enjoyed the video, and remember that we do have 30% off currently on our crew membership, so go over, check out the description below, and if you would like to join the crew for more updates throughout the day and you can trade alongside us, then please do go and check that out. Thank you very much, have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.